Brothers. Today we are talking about the upcoming Oscars, some juicy categories. We got picks, we got nominations in. Brian, are you excited to go over the first category and what we deem the winner?
I've been dreading this all week, Steven. Dreading it. The pressure of picking it right, because the Oscars always gets it right. So we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about. Let's not waste anybody's time.
Okay, here we go. Best Picture. Nominations: Begonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train Dreams.
You know what? I got to start with the inverse. How the heck does F1 get into this mix? You know what? I think that instantly your credibility is shot. If this is your best picture, I watched it again last night to make sure that I wasn't going to talk crap. But it was like a movie glorified about like these tracking shots. It's like somebody got a gimbal for the first time in a drone and they just kind of piecemealed together. It's just like an F1 commercial, or Apple's pushing it. I was really disappointed in F1. Sorry for all the F1 fans.
No.
Nothing against F1 as a sport. I think it's an awesome sport, but I think this was Brad Pitt's. That was the worst performance. It was piecemealed together all over the place.
No, I'm with you. And you know what? I would swap it out with Roofman. Not even a question.
Yeah.
And to your point, it was just a dud. In the first 15 minutes, I was like, what is wrong with the pacing here? Like the editing too was off, like everything.
Yeah.
Anyway. So,
okay.
Brian,
so best picture,
what do you think?
What? I'm going art housey because I really like the performances, and maybe that's not fair, but I enjoyed Begonia. I thought Begonia was a, art housey. I think this could win. I think it's going to get snubbed though. I
1000% agree with you. It's the most complete film front to back on this list, and I don't think it's close, frankly. I have some great things to say about Marty Supreme, but that's another movie that maybe shouldn't be on here. So I think it's cool that we're both on, Begonia. So there you go. That's the first best picture.
Yeah, and one last thing about the best picture. I think the fact that Sinners had to fight to get into this discussion is ridiculous. It was one of the bigger pictures of the year. Nosferatu was last year, so that can't be in there. I still love that movie. But Sinners was a great experience and, really captured a lot of elements. So I think the fact that it had a fight, it should be a little bit more in this discussion, though I don't think it deserves it. Nothing against Ryan Coogler. I did enjoy that film.
There you go. Okay. Casting: Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, The Secret Agent, Sinners. I got my pick.
You know what? I think I enjoyed Sinners. I think that the casting actually was really great. I think Michael B. Jordan, who I think overperforms, I think it was cool to see him as, a twin, eclectic cast from top to bottom. I think I would give it to Sinners, even though I feel like, it's not going to get it.
We're going to disagree. We're 1 for 2 now. Okay. But it's Marty Supreme and it's not even close. It's the best thing about the movie, I think, in my opinion. Everybody is so incredible from the front to the back. That's my pick. Next category.
He's not going to spend any time discussing it. His answers are final, people. His answers are final.
Okay. Original screenplay: Blue Moon, It Was Just an Accident, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners.
Oh, this is a tough one. I feel like this one's going to go really random. I'm going to defer to your pick. I'm withdrawing my vote for this one. I just don't think anything really separated itself enough. So, Stephen, I don't want to voice myself in this one because I don't feel strongly about it.
Sure. I think the angle that has Sinners working for it is it's very much almost a play. Sinners. That could go to Broadway. And I think the fact that they achieved so much with such a contained story that felt I was like, oh, this could do well. Anyway, so that's my pick. I kind of am with you though, in that I didn't feel. I mean, Marty Supreme, for its originality, it's cool, but as a complete story, lacked in major areas, I thought. So yeah, what do you think? We go next one on this.
Yeah, I think probably Marty Supreme's probably going to get the nod for this one. I think, and I think very good strong points about Sinners as well. I think it does play off of a lot of classic tropes, but it's a great combination of most. But I think in a little teaser to them, it's not the element that I think it thrives on and is most successful with. So yes, let's go to the next section.
Okay, actress in a leading role. Jessie Buckley from Hamnet, Rose Byrne, If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You, Kate Hudson, Song Sung Blue, Renate Rainsvev, oh boy, sorry, Sentimental Value, Emma Stone, Begonia.
You know what? I really think, and I think that, she got it last year, and it's a giveaway because I'm going to vote for my next session in 2 and 1. Again, I thought the Emma Stone Clemens combination was the best performances that I saw. It's like, oh gosh, Emma Stone again, but it was just that movie leaned entirely on them, and they're back and forth. And I think, to bring up supporting, sorry to the disrespect of the supporting cast of that, but Jesse and his relationship was phenomenal, to the point where I was like, is this real? Like, I was thinking they're both dealing with these things. I think, maybe this should have been in the casting. There's not much casting, but phenomenal casting in Begonia, as tight as it was. I really thought he was tripping on acid or whatever. So I'm giving it both to Jesse and Clemens. You're getting a 2-for-1 in Begonia. I think that those will probably both get snubbed.
Yeah, we'll see. It's very interesting. But okay, Brian's going with the 2-pop for Begonia acting. I gotta be honest, I think my choice is Jessie Buckley from Hamnet. I think she was superb. So I don't think that Emma Stone did any worse. I just think what Jessie Buckley had to cover in her role was more encompassing. So thus, I would give the nod to her. Okay, next. Here we go. Actor in a leading role. We know, because he wasn't lead. I was going to say Jesse Plemons might be in this category.
They're saying he's supporting?
Yeah, I guess.
If he's supporting, then that's, okay, there's my answer for that. And
yeah, there you go. There you go. Okay.
Best act, okay, I guess I'm back in the runnings for giving my vote.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, okay.
I'm trying to cut work here, and it just keeps on coming back on my plate.
Actor in a leading role: Timothy Chalamet, Marty Supreme, Leo DiCaprio, One Battle After Another, Ethan Hawke, Blue Moon, Michael B. Jordan, Sinners, Wagner Moura, The Secret Agent. Oh man,
let me go real quick here. I thought Timmy was gonna get it, but he just went and talked crap about operas and plays, and you know what, people are pissed about this, for all the credibility we've given Timmy for good PR. This was his first slip up, which is going to happen when you're putting this many pucks on net. It was a bad time for Timmy. I think Oscars are going to avoid this whole situation, and he's going to get snubbed again, even though I think he probably, for me, with Clemens out of the running due to wrong nominations. Oscars, please, come on. If that's supporting, then you know what? This man's practically a single mother. Come on.
I got to give it to Timmy. I don't think Leo should be on the list. I think Michael B. Jordan should be on the list for the duality of the roles that he had to play.
Yes, very good point. The technicality of playing two performances makes.
Yeah, so I'm going Timothy, and I frankly don't think it's close. He was beyond believable in that movie. I told you I had good things to say about Marty Supreme, and that is one of them, definitely.
Well, we'll see if the bad PR and him talking, if the play and opera community is strong enough to sway the vote.
There you go.
All right,
okay.
So Steve, come on, let's finish strong.
Directing: Chloe Zhao, Hamnet, Josh Safdie, Marty Supreme, PTA, also known as Paul Thomas Anderson, One Battle After Another, Joachim Trier, Sentimental Value, Ryan Coogler, Sinners.
I really want Ryan Coogler to win this. I think that this movie brings such great performances out of everybody, and the authenticity of doing a period piece. And I think with all the different elements he has going on, it's such a strong overall movie. And I think his presence as a director, making, such strong decisions. I think that, Ryan Coogler needs to be given some credit for what he's doing in the film industry. And I think that this would be a great way to do it.
Sure. I like that angle. I don't think Paul Thomas Anderson should be in there. I will not be disappointed if either Ryan Coogler, Chloe, or Josh Safdie brought it home. If it's anybody outside of those three, I'm going to pick it, start a riot outside. But I kind of am with you. Brian, let's move on to animated feature film. Arco, Elio, K-pop Demon Hunters, Amelie, or the character of Rain, and Zootopia 2. I know what my pick is. It's not even a second thought. What do you think, Brian?
It's going to get snubbed because it did too well. And I think with Netflix going on, it's just going to get snubbed, even though K-pop Demon Hunter, arguably, I think should be Best Picture. Not even Best Animated. When are animated movies going to get the credit? Because you know what? It was the biggest thing. That was the movie that, if you looked at what got watched the most, so you know what? We're tail ending, the animated. But I really do believe K-pop Demon Hunters was the biggest movie and best movie this year, top to bottom. That movie's flawless. The songs, it was so good of a movie that its album was the most legit thing I've ever seen. And I'm a grown man, or a kid in a grown man's body.
Yeah.
So, it's not going to get the credit it deserves, but damn.
Yeah. And you know what? It's beautiful when a movie has a big budget put into it and does so exceptionally well in the box office. And that's like the best about movies, is like when not the best, but it's really cool to see this succeed in such unbelievable fashion. I think in a prior episode, Brian and I talked, Netflix bought it from Sony for $100 million.
Yeah, they really messed up, not realizing it. And that's again to what the beauty of this industry is that you never know what's going to land and strike a chord with the people in the community. And also brings me to the next point, and kind of these last little categories that I think actually don't get enough credit, which is the power of music and the power of sound in movies, and the fact and what it can do for a movie. And K-pop Demon Hunters is a perfect example. I mean, I could go over Best Original Score, although, which will kind of lead into, I teased it earlier, I'm bringing it up now. So I think, again, best sound design, we got F1, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Surat. Am I butchering the Surat? Is that how you pronounce it?
I don't know.
We're canceled.
Yeah.
All right. But it's not even discussion. Sinners, what Sinner just does, and Ludwig Göransson, he's the next Hans Zimmer. He's the next, all George Williams, whatever. There's been mega forces within the sound community. And I think what Sinners was doing sound design wise was the strongest element it had. And it really pushed the element, that scene where they playing in the juke, and I believe is the Best Original Score, which is I Lied to You. Sinners had some songs in there. So that's kind of K-pop Demon Hunters. And again, it's just kind of like the power of music is in the film community, maybe is underutilized. I mean, you see with like Taylor Swift having like a concert tour, you know, is like, okay, maybe leaning more into the music. Maybe there's more here that needs to be explored. So that's my ode to music in the Brian and Steven Blockbuster Oscar nominations review.
Yeah, there you go. No, well, you're right. It's just because K-pop Demon Hunters had a big budget and it did too well. You know, if you look back, like, doesn't mean it shouldn't win all the things that it's, you know, should win. I mean, I just was thinking about this. Think about movies like Back to the Future, Terminator 2, Jurassic Park. These are all movies that didn't have $5 million budgets, but that shouldn't go against them. They're utterly great films, just like K-pop Demon Hunters. So I would give it to Begonia Best Picture over K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh my God, no shot in hell.
Okay, there you go. Done.
K-pop. I watched Begonia one time. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters maybe like 14 times. I sang the songs for 3 months, and you know what? I can't remember the last time I did that for a movie. So I don't care what anybody says. I am a K-pop Demon Hunter stan for life.
There you go. All right, folks. That has been our review of the nominations and our picks for each of the nominations that we wanted to chat about today for the Oscars. We will follow up with another episode after the results are in. Thank you. Good night.